My name is Scott Tucker. Since 2004, I have traveled the globe in search of adventure, culture, and wildlife. And after producing 100 short documentaries and broadcasting them across the entire U.S., it's finally dawned on me. This must be too good for mainstream media. I don't take vacations. This is not a hobby. We are totally out of the box.
We're actually hoping to see some species of snake. Oh, what's that dark thing right there? Is that a log? It's a redback. For sure. Been doing this for just, how many years have we been filming stuff like this? Since the day you were born. Look at this amazing creature. Holy smokes, Race, he's gorgeous. Look at him. He's green. He's totally green. Let's see if we can get a better look and somehow, can you help me try to capture him? Please, I need some help. I've never seen this species before. I don't know exactly what it is. He's gorgeous. Can we somehow...
Looks like some sort of bee.
Oh my God, he's gorgeous. What is that? Green in coloration. He's got like lace wings. He's trying to hide, doesn't like the daylight at all. Look at his eyes.
Oh, jeez.
You see his eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better right there. Let's see if we can get his head out. I'd like to get a better look at his eyes. Come on, buddy. I don't think he's gonna hurt me. Oh.
Oh, man.
You think it's some sort of a wasp? Look at his eyes.
Yeah, it looks like a type of wasp.
Oh my God, it's amazing. A Vespid type wasp. We'll have to do the identifications back in the laboratory. Oh my gosh, look at him. Underneath this rotten log, pinned in there. Look at his eyes, look at his mandibles.
Yeah.
Fantastic mandibles. He's looking right at me. Say, what are you doing to me, dude? What are you doing? Can you see his stinger on the end? He's sort of like twitching it a little bit. Should I sting these guys or what?
I would just pull your finger away.
Oh, Reese, look at that thing. He's amazing. Get back here, buddy. Get back here.
He doesn't like leaves, so you can just try leaves.
Oh, he's amazing. That's a centipede or a millipede.
He just looked really bright red.
Wow, he's red. Look at him. He's gorgeous. This was under a piece of rotten.
Yeah.
This thing is extraordinarily long for its size. Long and thin. Holy smokes! Look at him. And look at his head.
Yeah. Oh, he's going back on.
No. Get back here, buddy. Look at him. Come on, buddy. No reason to hide on us. We're not going to hurt you. Look at him. If you counted all those legs, he's got to be 200.
He'd be there for the next few days.
Look at him. Look at his crawlers. Oh, Race, good find. Extraordinary find. These are the things in April that are really coming back into action. You haven't seen them in a while, but here they are. Okay, I think we got them good.
Back.
Race, oh my gosh.
Hello, Father.
Very good find.
Thanks.
Let's keep looking under some of these rotten logs. Folks, if you're just joining us, Scott Tucker with Race, August Tucker here, Expedition Earth. We're in Madison. Okay, it's been one of those
Oh, no,
days.
it's just a...
He's gone?
No, it was just a sow bug.
Sow bug? Whereabouts? Oh my gosh, what's this right here?
Yeah, that's what I was pointing to. That's
Oh
sow
my
bug.
gosh, you sure it's a sow bug?
Yeah.
Okay, stick with us. Hold on a second. Folks, this is not a sow bug.
Oh, it isn't?
This is not a sow bug. Can you give me your finger very close to it so we can get a little scale? Look how tiny it is.
Oh,
And then if you get up really close, look at him, he's starting to move.
He's got like mandibles.
This is something out of freaking Star Trek. Look at him.
It actually does kind of look like something.
Look at him. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Look at him. These are like plates on an Ankylosaurus dinosaur, except this is on a micro scale. Tiny red underbelly. And now he's beginning to sense that, okay, he's been disturbed. Let me see if I can get out of here. He's amazing. Oh. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. The back is the thing with the mandibles.
Okay,
don't know if he was
where's his eyes?
I don't know.
His eyes are in the front, I believe. Okay, we don't have the best of... Oh no, there's the front right there. He's moving forward.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have the best of depth of field here, but I think you get the point. Why is my depth of field not so hot? Come on, damn it. That's better. Nope. Look at this creature. Something out of Jurassic Park. It's underneath a branch. A piece of firewood that was never collected. Here, actually, in what we affectionately call Pin Park. Race and I have a nickname for a special park. We're not going to tell you where it is. You're going to have to IM us. This is a creature living underneath rotten logs here in southern Connecticut, southern New England. And it's like something from a dinosaur age. Plates protecting it and covering it. Look at the red colorations. Red and yellow. It's like something out of Star Trek. Little feelers on the front of its head. You see the little feelers?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm sorry. I don't know if we can make this any more sharper. We're going to try to adjust our lens a little bit. I can't quite tell. Let's see if we can get in a little tighter. Is it a mite or just some sort of a...
That's a mite.
Ray says it's a mite. I can barely see it.
Oh.
Sorry about some of these images, folks, but this is Expedition Earth. We're up extremely close on an amazing insect that I think is an instar stage. It's a developmental stage of a beetle. And we don't know what species it is yet. We're going to try to look it up. But try to get an understanding for the insect life here. These are composters. They're actually taking the soil, the rotten wood, the leaves, and they're digesting it, ending up turning it into valuable materials that can then be used for growing things and keeping trees and other things alive. Okay, we're going to leave him be. Expedition Earth, stick with us.
Cool though.
Oh, okay. Race just said it's just a normal beetle, Dad. I mean, yes, I know. But again, this is some sort of a developmental stage of a beetle. We're going to try to stabilize. Race, I need you. I think I see a mite on the top of his, behind his, look at the shield.
Oh, yeah.
There's a shield protecting his neck, which is one of the most important parts. And look at the feelers, those small little, like antennae that are used to actually feel out the environment. Of course, it's in the dark half the time. So, you know, these guys need good feelers. Oh my gosh, is this an earwig? Look at him stick up his butt at me. He's got his butt stuck right up at me. Did you see that? Yep. Either that or he's just trying to dig. He's trying to get out.
Yeah.
Look at him dig.
Yeah, there would be pointers on him.
But look at him. Look at him use those antennae. Look at him. He just got him in. Oh, there he goes. Where you going, buddy? Look at him. Look at him go. He's making tracks. This is amazing. I've never seen a beetle that close before. Ever. Look at these. Look at these crazy creatures. Oh, the infamous sow bugs. They're not moving right now because they're saying, oh my gosh, what do we do? Look at the size of you. Sow bugs. Oh. Let's see if he moves. So far, nobody's moving. Come on, buddy. Who's moving? Anybody? Get that leaf out of the way. Where'd he go? There's one. A millipede. There's a millipede. He's starting to move. Just tiny. Oh. Let's see if we can get you in on this guy here. Is he moving? Okay, he's moving. He's moving just a tiny bit. Again, these guys are cold. The temperature, the ambient temperature right now, 66, 67 degrees. They're underneath. There he goes. He just caught some action. There he goes. He's gone. The other ones are sitting pretty here. They're not ready for action. This is amazing. There's so much going on right here inside these crazy little places that you would never expect underneath a rotten log. There he is right there. Look at him. Okay, we're going to relieve these guys. What's crazy is that you are really taking a look with a pretty powerful lens at a insect environment that you'll never know or never see. Because typically when you get older, you just stop going in the woods. You stop flipping rocks. You stop even looking at stuff. But look at what is alive right here in southern Connecticut. It's probably everywhere all over the world. Look at that redback. So he's hiding. There's his tail. He's hiding. So I'm gonna need more help than that. So. Right in the center. Okay, we got him. We need to get his eyeballs. We need to hold him right like that. Oh. Try your best to hold him steady.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, look at him. One of the most successful salamanders on the planet, the redback salamander. Look at him. Amazing. Steady, son.
I know. Oh, hey, buddy.
Okay, this is steady right there. No? Very difficult.
Careful with him.
I am.
Oh, he's not. He's going on to you.
Let him go.
Okay.
Goodbye, buddy. What were you just gonna go do?
I was gonna go put my hands in the river
Why?
because I got salamander slime on my hands.
Listen, dude. Salamander slime is it's like a gift from above.
It just feels weird on my hands and it makes me uncomfortable.
It's a gift from above. Don't wash it off. Cherish it. Okay, for those of you that are just joining us, this is Expedition Earth. Race and I are visiting a place that he affectionately calls Pin Park. We're not going to tell you exactly where it is. But the truth is, I brought him here when he was like 3 or 4 years old. Probably 3. I'll never forget it. I took a week off of work in August. And I never had done that before. And it took everything I could do because it's technically you're not allowed to do that where I come from. I took the week off. I brought him here, and we found salamanders together. Oh my God, I want to cry. It was so beautiful. We flipped rocks. We found aquatic insects. We saw hawks attack things. We went out in the woods. You didn't have to drive a car 100 miles to get to some crazy forest in Vermont or New Hampshire. It's right here in southern Connecticut. So anyway, stick with us. We're about to disembark from this place, magical Pin Park, and we're actually headed to another location that I've already been before. I've already showed you before. We're going to check on the wood frog eggs, and we're also going to check on the possibility of spotted salamander eggs. We're hoping they're in there. Stick with us. Okay, we're back on the expedition. Race and I are having a little chit-chat here, and all of a sudden,
Greetings, Father.
it occurs to me that Race and I are talking, and we're just like, okay, well, what's the big takeaway here? What's the takeaway? People, the takeaway is the human eye is revered as being this amazing, special thing, which of course it is. It's the window that we see the world through. We pick up heat and we call it color. Color is temperature, as you know. It's the reflection. We're not seeing anything. We're actually seeing what the light picks up and bounces back. You're blind, but you think you can see. And of course, it's all we know. But the human eye is really, truly extremely limited. Does not have the capabilities that some of the simple machines have. You know, what's the takeaway? Race and I are sitting here in the car. We're looking at each other. It's like, okay, it's an insect. Okay, yeah, it's cool. Takeaway for me is that the human eye is only so capable, only in a minor way, to show us the environment we live in. We're not even aware of this, but there's so many creatures out there right now we haven't even discovered, microscopic in some cases, but even stuff you could see with the human eye. Guess what? You don't even know they're there. You don't even know they're alive. Because the human eye is limited. We can't capture speed. We can't capture minute creatures with our eye. We need machines, simple machines like this one. You put it on the outside of your phone. It's a very simple and inexpensive way to get a look at the macro environment, insects, amphibians, plant matter, which we haven't even touched. So we're about to step into the aquatic environment. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the camera underwater, but we're going to look for egg casings of the northern wood frog and the spotted salamander. Let's see if we can find some. Check this out. Okay, gang, this is a absolute perfect example of a vernal pool. As you can see here around it, it kind of leaks out and it goes into this little offshoot. There's nothing really around it. You're not on a river. You're not on a lake. It's in the middle of the woods. This is where amphibians breed. They don't want a running water source. They don't want something that is going to be loaded with fish for the obvious reasons. Why wouldn't you want something with fish, son?
They might eat you.
Huh?
They might eat this stuff.
Exactly. So you can hear cars in the background, but son, if you get over here closer with me and you pay attention, I'm going to bet you the bottom dollar we're going to see some spotted and possibly even some wood frog eggs. But stick with us, folks. We're going to be right back with you. Oh my gosh. No. Don't stick with us. Get over here right now. Look at them right there on the top. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Where?
Right there, they're all attached to the branches.
Oh my God, they're clear. I didn't see those.
God almighty. Oh my God almighty.
I did not see those because
Look at them, they're already beginning to... Oh my gosh.
Wow.
These are wood frog eggs. Oh, this is nuts. There's dozens and dozens.
There.
What's this cluster here? More wood frog eggs.
There's some.
Look at 'em.
Right there.
Oh, more. Crazy amount of wood frog eggs. This is insane. Last time I was here, there was one little cluster. Look at this place. Okay, I got to be careful. I don't want to screw up the whole operation. Each cluster is it's developing into a tiny little tadpole of the wood frog, which can freeze solid. And then up on top here, you can see there's little creatures that are trying to feed on them. Some of these guys you can see some of these little things are white. If you get up close, oh my gosh, they're moving inside there. They're moving inside.
Huh.
The eggs are already starting to show signs. Okay, this is great, but we need spotted salamanders. Let's look for spotted eggs. So this is more than a little bit a little dangerous. I have my camera actually ready for the micro lens, which means the protective housing is off it. So folks, listen, don't try this at home, but I got my camera over a body of water. We've just identified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got to be at least 15 clusters of a minimum, I'm going to say, of 200. You do the math, 15 times 200 wood frog eggs. They all came from the surrounding area over the last 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks. Congregated in here. They mated and laid eggs. Again, people look at a little water source like this and like, oh gosh, it's a mosquito hatchery. It's not a mosquito hatchery, people. It is not. As a matter of fact, the mosquitoes are simply just getting devoured and eaten by these little tadpoles and the other aquatic creatures in here. Oh, I hear one. Sounds like a little croaker. So every little body of water source is not equal. The little body of water that you accidentally create by leaving a bucket around your yard is more of a problem than this, because that'll create mosquitoes and there's nothing there to eat them. Okay, we're in the water here. I'm trying to do it as delicately as possible. But then I found this. This is the same cluster we found, I don't know, almost 3 weeks ago. And look at it. Can you see that, folks? Oh, I almost fell. Can you see the little creatures in there? They're developing. You could see the little embryos are starting to develop. It's more than just a little black dot. Are they moving though? Anybody? Can you see anything moving? Let's try to get a better look. I just see that they're elongated, but they haven't quite moved. There's been enough water in here, and that's good. I was worried they were not going to survive. So at this point, we've surveyed the entire vernal pool. Not a single spotted salamander cluster of eggs. They could be in here, it's possible, but the rains have hit at the wrong time. Last night it rained. The temperature was close to like 36 degrees. Too chilly. They're not going to move. They want upper 40s. These amphibians have evolved to know when they can move fast enough to make it to and from where they want to go. So in the 30s, just like with us, it's just not conducive. So right now, we're going to do one more little periphery search. But before we do that, I just want to tell you, tonight is the night. It was 67, 68 degrees today. I believe tonight is the kickoff night for nocturnal creatures to be busy in these woods. I know a lot of people would rather die than go out in the woods in the dark. But tonight, Expedition Earth is doing it. Race, are you in with me out on in the dark in the woods?
No.
Race is not in with me. If you know of somebody or if you yourself are interested, please reach out to me. We're looking for Expedition Earth partners to go search for nocturnal life. And you know what we're looking for. Stick with us. Just a couple of moments. But we're going into the woods. It's gonna get... I want to be in the dark at night, so there's going to be a lot of darkness, but I'll keep talking. You are going to have a chance to be in the woods with me in the dark at night. We're not that far from that place where most people would rather die than ever experience, which is to be alone in the dark, in the woods, at night. This is an obvious rock. And rocks tend to not generate much activity because they're cold, but we're going to try it anyways. You'd be surprised. Let's try it. Ready? Oh, we got lucky. Do you see those redbacks? 2 gorgeous redback salamanders. Gorgeous. Oh, good find. 2 beauties. No need to touch them. We can't put the rock back in place at this point for obvious reasons. I am going to try one thing I haven't really tried is going to stabilize the damn camera and really give you a nice stable look at them. The most successful salamander in New England, main reason is they've learned how to escape any requirements for water. There you go, you're moving. They don't need water, gang. They just come up on land. They lay their eggs up on land. So no matter how warm the planet gets, no matter how ridiculously hot things get, and they tend to over time. There's a cool little insect there. Let's see what we got. It's a roach. I think you're a young roach, aren't you? That's all. So no matter how crazy things get on this planet, I think these guys are going to survive. They really are. They are going to survive because they don't need to go into the water. They don't really care. All they want is a moist, cool environment. Hence, they're under a rock, which is a shocker to me. Perhaps it got too warm. 55 was too warm. 66 was too warm this afternoon. So if you're in New England, you're thinking, wow, it's still kind of cold. It's too cold to go to the beach. Not for these guys. They're having a blast. Look at you guys go. Thank you. Redback salamanders. I am going to now give you guys a little bit of a break. Although, of course, now everybody's paying attention, so let's give you a little bit. Listen, this is a look into Jurassic Park. Just imagine these teeny tiny things to us here at one point in time were 3, 4, 5, 6 feet long. But over time, they've basically been reduced down to this little space. This is what they're going to be allowed to have while we're dominating the planet. They're not going to allow other creatures. Oh, what did I do? Freak you out? Both of you moved. We are not going to stand for anything that's too big or anything that can bite us and eat us. That's why, everyone's talking about bears now. They're scared to death of bears. Meanwhile, we're out here crouched down filming redback salamanders, but I don't know how much closer I can get and still be in good focus. That's pretty good. Look at you. Look at you. That animal is maybe 1.5 inches long. That's it. 1.5 inches long. Lays eggs on land. Never really needs to go into the water. Actually, if you put this thing in water, it would die. That's the kind of creature it is. It does not want a lot of water. It just needs moist, cool environments. Okay, I think we've had enough here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm going to flip back around. We're going to 7 brand new documentaries in 7 weeks as of tonight, right now. It's unprecedented. I'm 55. What's wrong with me? Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us. If I don't make it out of the woods, you'll know where I was, somewhere. If you look back in the beginning of the video, that's where I entered in right off of, what was the name of that road? I forgot. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.